Have you ever wondered why there's so much pain in the world? It's a question that has puzzled thinkers and believers for centuries. We all experience suffering in some form. A tough breakup, a financial crisis, the loss of a loved one, or a chronic illness. It's natural to feel like it's all just pointless, a random, cruel twist of fate. We ask, why me? Or what did I do to deserve this? And often, there are no easy answers. The world seems to just keep spinning, indifferent to our pain. Many people try to avoid suffering at all costs. Our culture is built around comfort, convenience, and instant gratification. We're told to chase happiness, to numb our pain, to distract ourselves. And when suffering inevitably finds us, we're often left feeling isolated, angry, and empty, convinced that our pain is a meaningless interruption to the life we were supposed to have. But what if there's another way to look at it? What if suffering, as difficult as it is, doesn't have to be a dead end? The Catholic Church offers a perspective that might sound radical in our modern world. It doesn't promise a life free from pain. In fact, it does the opposite. It looks directly at suffering and suggests that it can have a profound and transformative purpose. Now, before you click away, let me be crystal clear about what this does asterisk, not asterisk mean. The Church does not teach that suffering is good in itself. It doesn't say we should go looking for pain, that being miserable is holy, or that God enjoys seeing us suffer. That would be a twisted and cruel idea. Sickness, loss, and injustice are evils. They are things we should absolutely fight against, for ourselves and for others. We should always seek healing, comfort, and justice. The core of the Christian claim is not about seeking suffering, but about what we do when suffering finds us, as it inevitably will. The idea is that our pain, our struggles, our heartaches, none of it has to be wasted. It can be transformed. It can be united with something greater. And that something greater is love. Think about the central symbol of Christianity, the cross. It's an instrument of excruciating torture and death. By any worldly standard, the crucifixion of Jesus was a complete and utter failure. It was the brutal end of a promising teacher. But for Christians, the cross is also the ultimate symbol of love. Why? Because Jesus didn't just endure the pain. He accepted it willingly, out of love for humanity. He took the worst that the world could offer: betrayal, injustice, physical agony, abandonment, and he transformed it into an act of redemption. He showed that love is powerful enough to enter into the darkest places and bring forth light. This is where the concept of redemptive suffering comes in. It's the idea that when we face our own trials, we can consciously choose to unite them with Christ's suffering on the cross. It's like we're saying, Jesus, you suffered out of love for me. I can't escape this pain right now, but I don't want it to be meaningless. So I offer it to you. I join my small suffering with your infinite one. This doesn't magically make the pain disappear. A migraine still hurts. Grief still feels like a hole in your chest. But it changes the asterisk, meaning asterisk of the pain. It's no longer just a random destructive force. It becomes an act of participation. It becomes a prayer. Instead of being isolated in our suffering, we realize we are joined with Christ in His. We're not alone. This is what St. Paul meant when he wrote in his letter to the Colossians, "Now I rejoice in my sufferings for your sake and in my flesh. I am filling up what is lacking in Christ as afflictions for the sake of his body, which is the church." He wasn't saying Jesus' sacrifice was incomplete. He was saying that we, as members of his body, get to participate in that same redemptive love. Our suffering, when offered in love, can have a spiritual effect for others. A mother offering up the pains of childbirth for her child. A student offering up the stress of exams for a friend going through a hard time. Someone battling a long illness, offering their pain for the conversion of souls. It turns our personal battlefield into a source of grace for the world. Let's make this more concrete. Imagine two people going through the exact same difficult situation. Let's say they both lose their job unexpectedly. The first person falls into despair. They become bitter, resentful, and lash out at everyone around them. Their suffering becomes a black hole, pulling them and others down into negativity. They feel their pain is a pointless curse. The second person feels the same shock, fear, and sadness. It's a terrible blow, but they are a person of faith. In their prayer, they say something like, "God, this is awful, and I don't understand it. But I trust you. I offer this struggle to you. Use this time of uncertainty to draw me closer to you. Let this suffering bear some fruit, maybe for my family, or for someone else who is unemployed and feels hopeless." This person's suffering is just as real, but their response changes everything. Their pain isn't wasted. It becomes an opportunity for deeper trust, for prayer, and for solidarity with others. Instead of being a source of destruction, their suffering becomes a catalyst for spiritual growth. They are not seeking pain, but they are redeeming the pain that has found them. This perspective gives us a powerful tool. When you're stuck in traffic and getting frustrated, you can offer that moment of impatience for someone who is trapped in a difficult situation. When you're feeling lonely, you can offer that ache for someone who is completely isolated and has no one. It reframes the small and large annoyances of life. Nothing has to be wasted. Every moment, even the painful ones, can become an act of love. This doesn't mean we should be passive. We should still work to alleviate suffering wherever we can. Jesus spent his ministry healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and comforting the sorrowful. He commanded us to do the same. We are called to be agents of compassion and healing in the world. The point isn't to glorify pain, but to find meaning in it when it cannot be avoided. It's a profound shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can start to ask, "What can I do with this? How can this challenge, this pain, this loss be turned into an offering of love?" This is the Catholic secret to suffering. It's not about pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about believing that love is stronger than pain, that our wounds can become a source of grace, and that nothing, not even our deepest sorrows, is ever truly pointless when united with the cross. It's a difficult path, and it requires immense faith, but it offers a hope that endures even in the darkest of nights. It promises that our suffering has value and that we are never, ever alone in it. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that explores these deep questions of life and faith. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.